Okay, so hello everybody. Today's book, and we're reviewing the same book,
Yes.
okay, which is The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I got mine on Audible.
Yep. That's it.
So the first time I read the book was back in the day. Okay, there was no Audible. You read a book because you bought a book and you opened up the
Correct.
pages. Okay. It also was turned into a early video game.
Oh, I didn't see the video game.
Yes, it was a video game on the computer. Again, well, it was along the lines of like the Oregon Trail.
Yeah, how did I miss that? That's weird. Okay.
One of those things, if you do something wrong, you died of dysentery.
Yes, I didn't play Oregon Trail for that very reason. I'm like, I'm not going to die every 5 minutes. Who wants to live
Yeah.
this nightmare?
Honestly, I didn't do too well either with Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I was constantly getting killed there. But also at that time, they came out with like cheat books on how to like get past.
Yes.
It actually did really well because people can also get tired of either dying of dysentery
Dying. Yes.
Right.
by the bulldozer.
Right.
Okay. So anyway, this is my impression of the book. So read it back when I was much, much younger and just read it recently. Okay. So reading it recently, all right. So my thought is that the guy that wrote the book
Douglas Adams.
was either 13 years old or he was stoned.
I'm going to go with the second one.
Yeah. I don't think it was like, what okay? Because I can come to no other conclusion on this book other than those two scenarios.
You know the origin though, right? So when I was looking it up, because there were so many different versions, like I never read it. So I want to say I remember it was a thing in high school. People were reading like that type of thing, but I had never read it until like we read it for here. But I was reading the origin, and the origin's really cool that it was a radio show. So it was a radio show, and that's how it got put into the books, which I thought was really cool. Because then actually that made a lot more sense reading the book. Because me knowing that, I'm like, oh my God, I could see this. It made so much sense that this was an episode, and this was an episode, and this is how we tied it together. So the origin of it's really cool too. And now that I knowing that, like I said, reading, I'm like, I could see this, how that works that way.
It's hard to think what my favorite part of the book was. Okay. And I think what really
You mean it wasn't how to leave the planet? You give me instructions. I mean, come on.
because I can never leave the planet in the game.
All right.
I was constantly getting run over by that damn bulldozer. All right. Until I think I made it to the ship once. And I think after that, it took me so long to get to the ship that I was like, you know what? I got little kids. I don't got time for this.
I can't believe I missed this game. Totally missed it.
So you might be able to still find the game. I don't know. But they also made it into a movie.
I did see the movie.
And there's, my understanding, three books.
Yes. Life, the Universe, and Everything Else, I think, is the third one. And the second one is the Cafe at the End of the World, or at the edge of, what's it called? Hang on. Now you've got me curious. The Restaurant at the End of the Universe is the second one. And then the third one is Life, the Universe, and Everything.
Okay. So, okay. It was the mice. It was the mice.
I love mice.
It was the mice. And then not only to find out, like, it was really like, where does this big experiment that was funded by the mice, okay, that when they couldn't actually get the answer because one of them screwed up, they made it up. They made up the answer that they were looking for. And I'm thinking, if that is not corporate America, Wow.
We don't know what we're doing. We'll just make it up.
We're just totally going to make it up, and we're going to run with that.
Yes.
So, yeah, I enjoyed the book because part of it did take me back to my youth reading the book. Okay. The game, which just totally frustrated me. All right. I never saw the movie.
I saw the movie.
Okay. And I haven't read the other two books.
I watched the movie. So we were reading this. Well, I was reading it for this, right? And it happened to be, I don't even know where I was traveling to. And I ended up downloading it. And I have to say, the movie, because there were certain, because I knew I wanted to watch the movie. So when I was reading it, I was like, oh, this would be really cool to see. Like, I want to see how they work this in or how this looks. And they eliminated a lot of things in the
They did.
movie and changed a lot of
They tried to
things.
do
And I'm like,
a
oh,
lot with the 3 books in one movie, and it just didn't work as well.
no. And that was the whole thing. I'm like, oh, this doesn't, I think I fell asleep through it and I didn't really care to watch it because it wasn't, yeah.
Well, this is what I have just found, generally speaking. If I read a book and I love the book and the movie comes out, I'm not going to watch the movie. I'm going to be so disappointed by it. However, if I see a movie that I liked, I'm thinking the book is going to be way better. I think that is, which is usually it.
Yeah.
There are some exceptions to that rule.
Right. There are some exceptions.
But for the most part, I have been really, and I just always wondered that if I had reversed it, would I have not thought better of the movie?
Mm-hmm.
I saw the movie when I don't know when it came out, but I feel like we saw it in the movie theaters.
It wasn't that long ago either.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like we went to go see it because we had read the book, and I didn't get to these books until my master's program. So it was a few years after they came out. It was around 99, 2001, and the books had been out for quite a while at that point. I forget when that movie came out though. Anyway,
I'm looking it up because it wasn't that long ago. I was shocked. 2005.
Okay, yeah.
Like it wasn't crazy.
No, so that makes sense
it wasn't.
because I think I read the books when I was in my master's program, and by 2005 I had gone on to get my PhD. So we were down in Columbia and we went to go see it. That's how I remember going to movies to see it. The movie was a hoot for us. Like it was just funny. It didn't make any sense compared to the books. We were like, that doesn't really happen.
It didn't
really happen like that, but okay. So we just kind of embraced the camp of it, which made it really fun because the movie is very campy, but the books are really campy. So
yeah, it was a fun read. I mean, it's a ridiculous. I mean, it really is
the movie.
Read. I mean, and I read a lot of fantasy books, so that whole genre of stuff that I found to be more realistic than that book.
I don't know. When I read the book, and I didn't read the third one. I think we read the first one for some random book club. I don't know what we're doing. We were hanging out with these. That's a whole other story. We read these books with these guys because they were into it, so we read it too. And the first one was like, okay, should we read the second one? And then we're like, let's read The Restaurant at the Edge of the Universe, or The End of the Universe, or whatever it's called. And then I just kind of fell away. And the movie came out, and we saw the movie, and it was like, this doesn't match. But here's the thing. I feel like Douglas Adams is trolling us. I feel like he was like, what can I write that is just... So it's like the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster, right? What can I just put out there and see what sticks at the wall? And sure enough, you end up with a cult classic because people either love this or they don't. Like, there's no in between with it. So that's not true. They either love it, they hate it, or they're like, what are you talking about? And when you go up to someone and you go, and what is the meaning of life? And the answer is 42. And if you know what that means, all of a sudden you're part of this club of people who are like, okay, you saw this campy movie and read these bad books like I did.
Okay, so when I posted something a couple of weeks back on Facebook about, because that's when we first talked about doing this book, and I made mention of it, and several of the responses were just simply 42.
42. Right? So it's like, is it the most compelling story? Really? Does it make the most
Right.
coherent sense? Not really. Is it just really fun? I give that a thumbs up. Like, it's just kind of fun. It's campy and
Mhm.
fun, and I appreciate that.
Radio program being from this, because you have these crazy episodes,
Yes.
and then they're gonna die. But
Which shouldn't be funny, but it totally is.
die, but then something happens, and it happens in the most ridiculous way. I
Right?
mean, come on, a
Right.
sperm whale landing.
Right.
I don't love camp. Like, I'm not a huge Mystery Science Theater 3000 person. I don't really get a lot into it. But for some reason, this is just fun to me. It's just a funny, kind of whimsical take on the absurdity of life. Because it really is an absurd
Mhm.
concept. And I do love the fact that if you don't think about it too deeply, it's just funny. But if you think about it deep enough, you realize it's really, I think, an indictment a little bit of how absurd we are as humans and how ridiculous we are as people.
Exactly. And just so you know, when this goes live and I post it, one of the tags for this will be hashtag 42.
It should be 42 and bulldozers. Is there a bulldozer outside your house?
Yep.
Okay. Because we passed one on the way home, and I'm telling you, you got to keep an eye on the bulldozers. You just have to. You can't trust them. And I feel like, in terms of whimsy, in a book that really spoke to a generation of people, it allows a generation to engage with something whimsical and silly, and have that connection out in the world with total strangers.
Yeah.
Because if I wear a 42
Mhm.
t-shirt, everyone who knows this story is like, oh, right? It's like total strangers. What's the meaning of life? Right? So, and I appreciate books that do that, that pull people in and connect them to people they would never normally be connected with in a way that's fun. Not always so serious, not always so life altering, just fun. And I think this is just fun.
Yeah. No, it is probably the most non-serious book I've read in a really long time. And I think sometimes, because I know, Denise, you do a lot of business and self-help books.
Mhm.
Sometimes you need a break from that,
Oh yeah, most certainly.
you
Most
know?
certainly.
And something that is just stupidly funny, that you haven't killed any brain cells reading it.
Not any. You didn't grow any either, but you
You
didn't
didn't,
kill any.
No.
you didn't grow any
Grow
either.
any. But laughter heals, right? And the
Yeah.
ability of laughter to heal and make us feel better, to pull us out of the moment, is something a book like this is really good about. Because as you're reading it or watching it, you're like, this is impossibly stupid. Like, who thought of this?
Right.
Who
Right.
in what were you doing? Were you getting high? What were you doing? Like, talk
Yeah,
to me.
Right.
How did
I
you
would think there had to be some substance abuse going on writing this book.
And in the end, you have little mice and bulldozers and what is that? Oh gosh, Ford Prefect, and right, you've just got these characters and it's zany. And unlike the War of the Worlds radio show, which had folks thinking that the world was literally coming to an end and they're out there in farm fields killing each other because they're certain that they're
Right.
being attacked by aliens, we are never going to labor under the impression that that any of this is real. None of this is happening, which I think is okay.
Okay, so one of my favorite parts of the book
Yeah.
was when Earth was scheduled for demolition.
Yes,
Okay, and it is
Mhm.
that's
so.
actually a good part of the movie too.
And if you've ever had to deal with City Hall for anything, you will enjoy this. And I'm thinking that something must have happened at City Hall with this guy, because he wrote this chapter
Oh yeah.
with intense
It
enough.
felt very real,
It's really
very
Mhm.
real,
visceral.
you know, that something was going on, that City Hall was just being City Hall.
Right. Right. And that's
So
why I was saying it feels like if you think about, if you come down from the absurdity just a little bit, there's an indictment of human behavior that runs through the story.
Yeah.
Right. Like there is a thread of like, listen, humans are
people are people.
right, and they're really frustrating, and it's hard to be a human.
All right.
So
also the same people who were doing the demolition.
yes.
So in that same mindset, all right, the oh God, how do I phrase this? The poetry readings.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
The poetry.
All
Tell
right.
us how you really feel, Mary.
Well, okay. I have a love-hate relationship with poetry.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the thing. I really love haikus. I will write you a haiku
Oh, okay.
drop of a hat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think they're fun. I think haikus are funny when they're funny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Most other poetry, I don't have a lot of patience for it because, all right, sometimes it's really not very humorous. All right.
A lot of the times.
A lot of the times it's not very
Yeah.
humorous. All right. And, a lot of times there's no rhyming words in it either.
Depends on who you're reading.
Yeah. Well, that's the kind of poetry I like. You make it short, funny, and put rhyming words in it, I'm going to read it. Anything else, I'm going to tell you it sounds good, but not really read it.
Got it. Now I love poetry, so this is where we differ.
All right, so maybe an upcoming book club, we read a book of poetry.
It would be Mary Oliver, off the top of my head.
I'm going to have to do some research because I'm going to have to actually find a poetry book that I like.
That I love poetry, but to your point, there is enough poetry out there that's different enough that you can definitely find something that you like.
I have to do a little research on that. Okay, so Denise, tell me what was your favorite part of the book?
Oh, the irony of just honestly, the way that it started, the irony that he was being bulldozed to go ahead and make way, and then Earthwise, really that just set the whole book. I think exactly what you're going to be getting into. There were a lot of times that I'm just like, am I really reading this? This is I'm like, where are we going with this? But honestly, I love stuff that has that irony in there. It just set the whole book up for what you're about to read and get into. So,
any last words?
It was my favorite.
Any last words on it, Seshin?
Don't forget your towel. I mean, don't forget your towel. The universe is a tricky place. Don't forget your towel.
Okay, which you will not get the reference unless you read the book.
Unless you read the book.
I'm gonna say, I know that we're doing this at later. You guys are really gonna like Dungeon Crawler Carl. Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Which an upcoming book we'll review.
October.
Yes, in months. In a few months. So, but you're gonna enjoy it along the lines of this. So,
okay, I think we got that scheduled sometime November.
I don't remember. It's in the calendar.
But it was a fun read, so thanks guys for putting that in.
Okay. Well, sometimes we look to read the ridiculous.
We need to read the ridiculous sometimes.
Sometimes we need to read and worlds that are and I think it's probably why I also like Michael Crichton so much. Right, but we'll get to that.
I was going to say, now we could go into Crichton, but we'll be here all day.
Okay, so on that note, we'll see everybody at the next, and I'm not sure what the next book it is. I think it's Be So Good They Can't Forget You.
I think so, yes.
Okay. All right, so we'll see everybody at the next book club.